It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching Chidobe Awuzie. He does more than cover and is now up to a 50-tackle season. It's the Colts and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his fourth season now out of LSU.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here we go, here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 14. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the...
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time. And leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Come on. Hey.
Pierce in motion left. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight. So
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football and defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's getting the quarterback? Who's getting the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The partner in this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And they'll hand off to Hull. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now it's Richardson. That's into the hands of Woods. Touchdown! Jelani Woods. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. As they've got it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. This guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The pickup there, 5 yards.
And the Colts first down.
Now Richardson.
I'm so happy that was inaccurate, because that was an interception. Daxton Hill was going to six that bitch.
Anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Left side, he finds Pierce. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce from 3 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. First down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
1-1, ready?
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And they get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, mighty. 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
11.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 12. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Burrow. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
12.
Again, it's Burrow. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On the touchdown pass, and the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Indy set to go on offense once more. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. There, Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Richardson. Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
2nd and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he stopped immediately there.
Holding. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Pierce in motion left. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Diving is Hilton. He's got it. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Alert. Go.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to Taylor on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
60 boxes. 60 boxes. Dragon 60. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for...
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Burrow will throw. short throw going to be caught by Waller.
Calling a gain of a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 9 yards that time.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over. The ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Back now in Cincinnati as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
180.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down up to the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Now Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Andy. 43 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Burrow looking to pass. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And now they're in the hurry-up.
11, 12. 11, biting.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Steps away to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied in knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the option left, Richardson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Check back.
Richardson will keep it once again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Here we go. Viking 18, 79 Broncos. Trap 60. 60 average. 18, Pioneer.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that one too wide and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And Burrow going to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
11.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Colts, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.